but she was running late, and she determined to get as many as she could there, and she left me behind. And we had a maid there at the house, and Mama had to have some help. We had 8 kids, you know. Her name was Sarah. And, well, I had, for some reason, I had a Davy Crockett suit. And I put the thing on. And I had some neighbors up the road. They were raking the yard and setting fires, and they were getting straw. And I saw him, he made a long row of straw and set it on fire, and I just watched it burn. It's kind of interesting to me, so I decided I'd have some fires in the yard. So I scrapped up me some straw and leaf things, and we had these holes in the yard. We used to play all kind of ball. I remember I would roll the ball, a hole and run or something. Anyway, we had the holes in the yard, and I filled those holes up with straw. And man, I had fires going all over the yard. And I backed into one of them fires. And my Davy Crockett suit was not fire resistant. They ain't got to that point. That's way back in the day. And they caught my arm on fire. And I'm screaming. I'm gonna tell you, fire, Michael testified, fire's an ugly thing, or burning's an ugly thing. And man, I was on fire. I'll tell you, it was on fire. I'm running around, I'm beating, I'm screaming. And Sarah heard. And Sarah came running out the house. Now I remember opening that back door, and she had I guess she must have been washing dishes, had a thing of dishwater, and she threw it, missed me. Missed me. And then so I ran around behind the house. We had a faucet, and man, I got on that faucet. I'm running that faucet as hard as I could, and I hurt so bad. I stung for days. I remember they took me to Doc Ketchum, couldn't catch it, and he just a kin to us actually. But I remember wrapping me up. I burned and burned. I remember that afternoon we was at Uncle Dick and Aunt Mason had some kind of eating up there, and I remember I was up there hurting, and I hurt for days. I burned for days. And we were just thinking about that, and Michael instead, I said in Sunday school, he's got a new thought about hell, and a new thought about heaven. But you know what? Burn is a horrible thing. Jesus went to the cross so a person wouldn't have. Anyway, I'm going to close with an invitation. And we have invitations. We encourage people that had trust Christ to trust Christ. Let me say this. Lindsey Graham just passed away, bam, like that. Who foresaw that? I say McConnell's gone too now. He's been gone for a while, but they finally admitted it. But Lindsey Graham, just like that. He's over in Ukraine, I think. Gone. Just like that. He didn't foresee that. Folks, nor do we. We don't foresee tomorrow. And so the point is, if you haven't asked the Lord Jesus to come in your life, you have to turn to him. Do it now while you feel that need. But I can tell you, if you reject him time and time again, after a while, it'll be easy to reject him. And that's spooky. That is so spooky. You know, who wants to burn for eternity? And I'm gonna dance on golden streets. Not because I'm worthy. I'm least worthy. Because God's incredible grace, Jesus' willingness to shed his blood at the cross for me and for you. He laid down his life